Today I wanted to discuss the reporting features for MagHub, specifically the sales reports, and just go over some of the key reports that you guys can use. So far, I've been able to get in all print historical data, and print historical data also includes trade shows. So, for example, the Contract Pharma Trade Show, MPO Summit, those trade shows are in, and it's the data back to 2013 for all print. I'm currently working on online. I'm finishing up email historical data, and I will be going through in the next couple of weeks website and social sales, and so those will be in the next month. And once I finish that up, I will let you guys know. So in order to see some of the key sales reports that you guys will be using, you can get there two ways. You can either go to the sales tab, go down to key reports, and you'll see some of the key reports that you'll be using right here. You can also go to the reports tab, click sales, and you will see all of the different reports that you can pull up. Right now I'm just going to use the sales key reports tab to show some of the key reports. The first one I'm going to look at is the print issue snapshot. The print issue snapshot is going to be showing it's going to be showing a spreadsheet of all print sold by issue by publication. And what you need to do when you run a print issue snapshot, first you want to choose the publication that you want to look at. So in this example, I'm going to choose beauty packaging. Right now, no issues come up, and that is because if you look at the issue month year range, it's February. Beauty packaging does not have a February issue, so I'm just going to put in the March date issue. And if you wanted to, you can edit this directly by highlighting and then tapping. I can put in the entire 2016 year range if I wanted to, 12/31/2016. And then you'll see down here all of beauty packaging's issues for 2016 come up. So in order to get the issues that you want to come up, you have to put in the issue month year range that they would appear in. So for example, in this one, I'm just going to look at beauty packaging, the Jan-Feb issue from 2016. If I add it, again, what I did was I clicked on the add button. It's only going to bring up this issue, the beauty packaging Jan-Feb 2016. If I wanted to see Jan-Feb and March, I would add that as well. If I wanted to see the entire 2016, because remember I have my date range up here for 2016, so it's going to just bring up the 2016 issues, I can just click add all and then get the report. Right now I'm just going to look at Jan-Feb and hit get report. So this is the report that it will pull up. It will pull up the company, the rep that sold it, the company's URL, what they sold it for. If I, scroll over, you can see that it brings up even more information. You can edit what information is displayed in these reports and personalize it for you by clicking, see this edit display fields up here. If I click on edit display fields, I can add other topics for it to show, like the order and the note in it, the primary contact, the rate card. So when I save it and it refreshes these results, you'll see that now there's a lot more added in this on these headers. I can see the pub issue, I can see the rate card, which I added here. You can also always go up and take off some of these things that you might not want to see. Maybe you don't want to see the company URL, maybe you don't really care about the status. And you can also sort it by the issue report date, the ad size, and when I click save again, you'll see here it's removed the company URL. I only have the topics or the headers that I've picked to display. And if I just want to edit or kind of sort this report based on, say, a company name, if you click on the header like I did for company right here, or rep, or primary contact, any of these you can click on, you'll see that it will automatically sort them by alphabetical, or if I click ad size, it will sort them by the ad size based on what you click on the header up here. You can always export these results, you can see right here, into an Excel format. You can save this report so it goes under your saved reports, or if you would like, you can also generate, see how I clicked there's this advanced settings search right here. If you click on the advanced settings search, you can, one, filter by many more advanced settings, but you can also generate a PDF document of the report right here. Now when I click Get Report, you'll see that there is this little PDF red file over here. If I click that, it will come up like this, and then you can print it that way if you don't want to print it in an Excel format. So that's the print issue snapshot. Again, the way I got there is I went to Sales, Key Reports, and then the print issue snapshot. And if you wanted to look at a current issue for beauty packaging, their next issue that they're working on is the March one. I'm going to put in March through the end. Actually, I think they're closing on it right now, and you'll see that it comes up right here. If I click Get Report, you can see that it comes up what they're doing in March, the gross, the net rate. If I wanted to, I could even add a display field like, let's see, the status of it. If I click Save, this will show whether the status right here, the ad has arrived, if it's being pulled from an original list. So you can keep track of where the status is of the ad for this company. Again, what I did was I went to Edit Display Fields, and I clicked on to add the status, and the status right here pulled up the status of that ad. The next one I want to look at, if you go to Key Reports again, another one you'll probably be using is the online snapshot. And again, I'm still working on bringing over all of the online orders back to 2013, so you guys have a couple of years in there. It's a lot of stuff, so hopefully within the next month that will be done. But I'm going to use, for example, beauty packaging email again. And right now the issue month range it's giving me is just the month of February. And you'll see down here, it has all the different February issues. If you wanted to see what was going through the entire year so far, I can put in the 01/01 2017 up through the end of February. And now it brings in the January issues too. If I click Add All and then Get Report, you will see that it brings up the companies that ran, the date that they ran, what they ran, and also the status of their ad. It was done. And you can see that all through these 1 through 25 are booked. You can edit how many you want to show. You can show all of them on this page instead of having to click through down here. But beauty packaging through February looks good. If I wanted to, for example, see what's going on in March, if I change it to March, the month of March, and now you can see these are the March issues. If I hit Get Report, you can see that the color of the status has changed, and this can be helpful for you to know whether an ad is completely in or it's not. You can see here that in these ones the ad has arrived. It's scheduled here. This one's in progress. So you can keep track, instead of always having to go to the production department, how an ad is doing in terms of whether it has arrived or it's already ran or what the status is. And again, I can edit those display fields to show the status here by adding it in. If I don't really care to see the status, I can take it out. But again, that's going up to Edit Display Fields, and that will show different display fields down here. I can make my default for results per page all the rows, so I don't even have to automatically click on this anymore. See how it's now automatically, whenever we'll bring up reports, they'll always be set to all. So I recommend exploring, when you bring up these different reports, the different advanced settings, the display fields, and customizing them to what you would like to see. And that will automatically save it so that every time you run these reports, these display fields will be saved for these specific reports. The other one that I wanted to bring up that's really helpful is the issue comparison report, because this can make your job a lot easier in terms of trying to figure out who ran in the issue from last year and who's running now. So for example, I'm going to pick beauty packaging again. I'm going to look at January 2016, or actually, I'll look at March 2016, and I'll compare it to beauty packaging from this year for March 2017. And so I'll add this, and I'll add this, and I'll hit get report. And what this is going to show me is it's going to show me ads from March 2016, but they're not in this issue 2017. So it's going to show me the companies that were in 2016, but they're not in 2017. And then this one down here is going to show me the ads that are in 2017's March, but they're not in 2000, but they weren't in 2016. It's also going to show me the cash difference down here. And yeah, it's a great way of just looking at, you know, the different publications. You can do this for print. You can do this for online once I get all of online up. But right now, any print publications, you could go to, you know, Coatings World 2 and see what they're doing for March. Compare 2016 with 2017. Hit get report. You can see what was ads that were in 2017, but they're not in 2000. That were in 2016, but they're not in 2017, and then ones that are in 2017 but not 2016. It basically creates a call list for you or a mailing list for you right here, so you can go out and target those companies to get back in the upcoming issue. The other reports that I wanted to look at, you have to go to sales because they have the full line of sales reports. If you go to this one called publication year over year comparison down here, what you can do is you can see how a publication is performing, whether, you know, that's print or it's a digital one, or if you want to combine, you want to see both print and digital together on a year over year comparison. So for example, I'm just going to look at the beauty packaging print because online isn't fully in right now. I like to see it in a calendar view versus the rolling year. So I'll check this button and I'll hit get report. And what I can see is how they performed in January of this year, the total from January issue this year versus the total from the previous year, the difference, and and how it's also doing year to date. So you can look at March also. The difference that it versus last year, and then the year to date is still positive because year to date they're still up 16,000 from there. And then you also get these nice graphs down here that the blue line is going to represent where it was last year around this time, and then the red line is going to represent where it is this year. And so these are all, you can also export these. You can download them, print them. By clicking over here. You can save these reports, but there's really no need to save them because they're very easy to bring up. And so this is just another easy one that you can do to see how your publication or your online publications are performing year over year. I could do it for Coatings World as well. If I hit get report, I can see how Coatings World has been doing around this time, looking at their different issues compared to last year. And then the final one that I wanted to show you this time is also, you have to go to the Reports tab in Sales. That can be helpful. It's called the Expiring Ad Contracts. Down here, this will bring up upcoming expiring ads and can pull a quick report. So you're going to pick who you want expiring ads for. I'll just use my example. And you can select additional filters if you want. You don't need to do that. You can hit get report. You can see here I've been testing it. It will show me a report of my recently expired contracts. So I have a recently expired contract that expired 84 days ago for Rodman. I can go right here and view the company. I can see contracts that are expiring in 30 days, contracts that are expiring in 60 days, and contracts that are expiring in 90 days. And so this can also help you create call lists, mailing lists, along those lines. Those are the reports I'm going to stick with for right now. Most of them, like I said, can be found by going to Sales, your key reports, and it's going to be this print issue snapshot, this online snapshot, and then the issue comparison report. You can also find additional reports for sales by clicking on the Sales tab. The ones that I also showed you were the publication year over year comparison report down here, and the expiring ad contracts. There are a lot of different reports in here, as you can see. You can look at accounts with missing information that are going to bring up your accounts that don't have email addresses with them or are missing first names or other data about your contacts. You can look specifically at accounts that haven't had any activity for a specified number of days. I'll go over those reports in another webinar when there's so I don't overload you on this one. But as always,